welcome to your channel Buzz Savvy. In today's video, we are going to talk about how to create a winning CV. A well-crafted CV can be the difference between landing your dream job or missing out. Whether you are a recent graduate or an experienced professional, having a top-notch CV is essential for success in today's competitive job market. So first things first, starting with the clean slate here, the first question that you need to come up with is what should be the design of my CV? How should it appear to the prospective employer? Well, you can select any template that you find subtle and classy, but you need to focus more on making it interactive. By interactive, we mean here that you make your CV in a way that may communicate your profile on your behalf. While being interactive, make sure that you're specific, you're not exaggerating, and you're not flooding your CV with a lot of text. Then comes the order of the CV. Here you've got an option. You can either go narrating your work history from first to last, or you can just start by defining your skills and make a point. Then comes color theme. Well, it is highly preferred that you go with a color scheme based on formal colors because it is highly preferred and it really gives your CV a subtle look. So folks, here comes the part when you are asked to introduce yourself, to tell something about yourself. And in this section, you need to focus on being positive, but you gotta make sure that you are writing all that stuff about yourself in a very professional way. Make sure that your CV is proofreaded. There's no room for punctuation and grammatical errors. Be very specific again. Don't exaggerate. Don't try to sell yourself. Imply confidence, but don't be a desperate guy, like who is just can do anything to get the job. Please remember this thing. It's a big turn off when you're being desperate about anything. So now here comes the section where you can flex your muscles out and you can tell that what kind of skills you have that are beneficial for the company and why they should hire you. In case if you are confused that what kind of skills you should add in your resume, so you can apply this technique by listing your strengths that you think you have on a piece of paper, then you circle them down and categorize them into your hard skills and soft skills as per the job demand. In case if you're thinking that what is a hard skill and what is a soft skill, so let's clear the air. Hard skill is something that comes to you by studying that particular subject carefully and very diligently, whereas a soft skill comes to you naturally and uniquely, which is something innate in you, like talking to people and building relationship effectively, effective communication, empathizing with people and making a room in their heart. That's a soft skill. However, a hard skill is altogether learning something and using that knowledge and intelligence in your work professionally. Here we can see that hard skill worker can be a civil engineer who has studied and pursued a degree to become a civil engineer, whereas on the other side, there is a customer representative who just uses a skill of communication to get the job done. So folks, here we need you to be very smart. When you're adding up your work experience, make sure that your work experience show a connection between your skills that you have mentioned previously. I mean, if you have added a skill of bookkeeping, so it would make a much more sense to the recruiter that you have worked in a finance department as an accountant. Justify compatibility with the job role. Now this section needs you to add the skills that you have acquired by working in a corporate, like you have developed the skill to work in teams, you're analytical, you're disciplined. So these kind of skills really help you to be liked and preferred. Then comes reflect, sequence, and work history. Now, nobody likes to see a work experience in a haphazard way. So you got to make sure that your work experience tells a brief history about yourself that from where you started and where are you now. And make sure that you add the duration of your work experience clearly, so a recruiter may have an idea that how much time you have worked in a specific job role. Well, folks, you can definitely talk about your interests, your hobbies, but make sure that you keep it in a concise and professional way. I mean, your employer, your recruiter is not interested in knowing that in your leisure time you love to go fishing or you love to watch movies or maybe playing football will get you any incentives. So you got to be very specific about what kind of interests you have that may resonate to the employer, that you can be really useful and you can stay committed with the job. So now, folks, we come down to the road of something really important to hit the spot. Use of keywords. It's the last but not the least. Make sure that you're using the correct keywords that may amplify your CV and helps your CV to get picked up in the database by application tracking software ATS, and you're much more likely to get a call from your recruiter soon. Here I managed to get some of the keywords which are used in the CVs, so you can pick them up or you can do some research and get something of your own as well. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions or tips to share, leave a comment below. And as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more great content on only Buzz Savvy. Thanks for watching, folks.